Hey you guys, it's your girl SK and we're back with another video. So today I want to talk about how sometimes, no, most times we date and choose our partners based off of our self-esteem for ourselves. Okay? So a lot of times I feel like a lot of people, we settle in relationships because we don't view ourselves as valuable as we should. You know, can I be transparent with you guys? So there was a time in my life where I didn't quite know my worth, right? Like I didn't quite know how great I was, how great I am, excuse me. I didn't know, like, believe it or not, I didn't even know that I was like, physically attractive until like I got older, you know. so so there's that, right? Like imagine me walking around thinking like I'm the ugly duckling. But I mean, don't get me wrong, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that don't think I'm attractive. So, you know. But, I didn't like really know the the best qualities about myself, not even just physically speaking, until I got older, right? And in turn, I did, when it came to dating, I did, settle at times because I felt like, okay, well, this is not exactly what I want, but maybe I shouldn't be too picky, kind of thing, you know? And by the time that I realized, like, hey, I'm very valuable, you know, I had kids. And then that became an insecurity, because it's like, okay, now I know I'm a fairly attractive woman, you know, I'm intelligent, highly intelligent, emotionally intelligent, I'm a hustler, I'm a go-getter, you know what I'm saying? Like, but more than that, I know how to be a friend to my partner. I know how to be a friend, and above all that, I am God's child. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I realized all this, I had kids, right? And before I even fully realized that, when I just had 2 kids, when I wasn't as healed. I took a break from dating after like one of my breakups, right? It was like extremely traumatic for me, because I did believe that person was like my best friend. I believed that person was the person I was going to spend my life with. So with that thought in mind, and then things crumbling apart, that takes a lot to heal from, especially if you spend like more than a year with the person. You spent some years with the person, you know what I'm saying? So I think I didn't date for like a good year. I took like a year off from dating. And then when I got back into the dating pool, I'm very picky, and my picky is not based off of like looks or anything. It's more so like character. And because I have kids, excuse me, because I have children, I was at church like last Sunday, and the pastor was like, stop calling, your children kids, because that's what I guess baby billy goats are. Although my kids are the goat greatest of all time, you feel me? Now let me stop. But seriously, so by the time that I realized, when I started coming into who I am, I had 2 children. So, you know, picking a partner when you like physically have your children with you, you have to be mindful, because there are predators out in the world. There are crazy people out in the world, you know what I'm saying? There are people that will do treacherous things to, not only you, but your little ones, God forbid. So I always keep that in mind. So, when I was dating, my mind, I had like a scarcity mindset in a way, like, oh well, this person is willing to accept me and the fact that I have children, so let me see what this is about, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, if you are a single parent, please don't feel that way. Don't date with that mindset, okay? If you have like the intention to date to marry, if you have that desire of marriage in your heart, God put that desire there for a reason, okay? And if God told you he will do it, he will do it. He did not just put that desire there for no reason. And I know we have many desires in this world, some of them not too godly, but the desire of marriage is a desire that God will always honor. You know what I'm saying? He cares about the little things that we want. So imagine the big things. God is the God of impossible. Not saying that it's impossible to like date if you are a single parent, but I'm just saying, So, I just want to say, like, when it comes to getting back out there, personally, I don't want to, and I'm not going to, okay? Because I have faith that my husband will find me when the time is right, okay? Because I know he's out there, okay? And I'm not rushing for him to get here, I'm okay with like building my empire in the meantime. But that's not what I wanted to say. What I did want to say is, to my single parents out there, it may feel discouraging at times, especially if you have more than one kid. You know what I'm saying? If you have like 2, 3 plus kids, it is discouraging, because the world, the way that the social construct of the world is, you begin to think like the way people think nowadays. It's like, oh nah, they got kids, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the majority of what you hear. But let me tell you something. Just because there are people that won't, and you're not everyone's first option, you know what I'm saying? You're not anyone's option, excuse me. Just because you're not someone's preference doesn't mean you aren't somebody else's preference. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like the weirdos. Excuse me when I say, like, I don't mean weirdo in a bad way, in a good way. I mean like I'm not talking about, the predators that like go after single parents because they're preying on the children type thing. What I'm saying is, there are people out there who will genuinely want to know you and genuinely want to love you. And because they love you genuinely, they are going to love your children genuinely, okay? And you'll know that this person is coming to you from a pure heart. you know, always take everything back to the Lord to confirm. But you'll know that this person is coming to love you with a pure heart, and, you know, be that confidant, that protector, that, you know, your other half. Like, if you're a man, she'll be your rib, and, you know, woman, vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. Anyways, but what I'm saying is, like, you'll know it's genuine because no matter the circumstances, they won't ever throw up in your face that, you know, anything that you told them in confidence, for one, and for two, anything that they did for you or your children, they won't ever throw that up in your face, because they didn't come from a place of motive. They were sent from God. You know what I'm saying? You'll know. And I just want to say, like, don't be discouraged, okay? Because, you know, not talking for just dating, but for marriages specifically, especially ones that honor the kingdom, the person that God has for you, whatever comes with you is never too much, okay? I heard, like, it was playing in my head, never too much, never too much. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and not only just people who are dating with children, but also people that have, like, chronic illnesses. You know, being in and out the hospital and things of that nature is not easy, and it can take a toll on how you view yourself. But like I said, there is, not that there's someone for everyone, because I don't think that's true, but if you have that desire in your heart, and I mean truly have that desire of marriage, that desire to build, a desire to have a union that honors God's covenant, then he has a person out there for you that's desiring the same thing, that's praying for a you, okay? So just because, you know, you may have a illness, a sickness, you know, dare to even say a disease for, you know, those who that applies to. If God has that desire out there, there is a person for you. Please do not feel discouraged, okay? And please don't look at your situation, your children, your circumstance as a reason of why you're unlovable, or why you don't deserve to be married, or why you don't deserve to have a life partner, okay? Because let me just tell you, that's the enemy, and the enemy is a liar. Liar. Okay? And the truth ain't in him. Okay? Okay. That's what was laid on my heart to say right now. So, now that we've said all that, I just want to say, tell a friend to tell a friend that this is a channel where blessings begin. So if you're feeling the vibe, what are we gonna do, guys? We're gonna subscribe, okay? I love you guys to life. Big shout out to $1 Million Baby. We love you more than life, baby. Until next time, guys. Later.